Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at lesson 38-2, problem number 1. So here we're looking at page 559 in our books. If you don't have your book out, you should pause the video and maybe get it out and then come back. Alright, so first thing we want to do is kind of take a look at the overview of this section. We're going to be looking at events involving and or. So probability including the words and or. Again, we're going to continue on with probability, real world situations, basically word problems. We're going to look at sample space and then subsets of sample space. We're going to take a look at two-way tables, and again, we're going to look at probability, but now probabilities including the words and or. So this is all on page 559. And just a heads up, when you see my videos, it will be from the book, but I cut and paste things into a separate document, so the setup might be a little different. I will let you know what pages we're looking at. All right, so in this particular problem, they start off by giving us a list of people. These are contestants for the Springboard Superstar. And they give us a list of a bunch of contestants with their name, gender, and age, right? So that's kind of the setup and the information they give us. We're going to go ahead and take a look at question 1. Now, question 1 says, find the probability that the contestants will be female and under 21. So really, the answer to number 1 is going to be found in part C. Parts A and B give us smaller chunks of information that we're going to find to help us solve part C. So they kind of lead us in that direction with the different parts. So the first thing we're going to notice is we want to find the probability that they are female, the contestant is female and under 21. So in this case, when we see the word and, basically that means that we need both things to happen. Right? So when they say female and under 21, they have to be both female and under 21. They can't be just female or just under 21. All right, so that's a big difference between and or. So if you forget that, over on the side here, they give you a math tip. Basically, when you're doing probability, and means both. All right, if you're taking notes, I'd probably write down and as both. So what I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and think of this as females. I'm going to think of with blue highlighter and under 21 as a red highlighter. So I'm going to go through my list of contestants, and I'm going to start off by finding just the females. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 females in this list. And then I go through and I find all the people under 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 people under 21. All right, so part A, how many of the contestants are females who are under 21? So what I want to do is I want to find the contestants that meet both of those conditions. Aaron, I see I highlighted he's under 21, but he's a male, so he's not going to fit that description because it needs to be both female and under 21. Same with Crystal. Crystal's a female, but not under 21. So I need to find just the contestants who have both the blue and the green and red, female and under 21. And you can see in this case there are 2 of those. So how many contestants are females who are under 21? 2. How many contestants in total? In this case, you're just going to count the number of people in this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so in this case, we have 12 contestants in total, so I'm going to write that. And the reason they ask us these 2 questions is because we want to find the probability of an event. Right? In this case, the event being female and under 21. And this is on page 554. You learned it in the last section, so if you need to go back and take a look at this, you can, or if you need to write it in your notes. So in order to find this probability, I'm going to make a fraction of number of outcomes in the event divided by number of outcomes in the sample space. So that's just the generic situation, so let's do it specific to this problem. In this case, I want to find the probability that they are both female and under 21. And so we're finding the probability of both of those things. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to make a fraction. And in the top, we're going to have number of females under 21. And in the bottom, we have number of total contestants. Okay, so again, we got the probability of female n under 21. Now that I kind of have this set up, I can start finding the actual numbers. In this case, if we take a look at part A, we know that there were 2 females under 21, so I can go ahead and put that into my fraction. And how many contestants in total? There were 12. All right, so the probability for female and under 21 is 2 over 12. Now, this is a fraction, and just like all fractions, it can be reduced. So that's something you definitely want to do. So the final answer for part C is not 2 over 12, but that can be reduced to 1 over 6. So probability female n under 21 is 1/6.